welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make the cutest chocolate lollipops. So if you haven't made chocolate lollipops before, I'm going to walk you through all the steps on how to make it, and yours will turn out perfectly. So let's get started. So first you have a choice between two different kinds of chocolate when you're making a lollipop. So you can either use regular chocolate, like finding a chocolate bar at the grocery store and melting it down and using that, or you can use candy melts. The difference between the two is that candy melts set at room temperature. They're also called merkins, and they stay hard at room temperature. You don't have to do any extra effort. Other chocolate, or like more pure chocolate, because candy melts are like a kind of compound chocolate, not really actually chocolate kind of thing. Some people love the taste of them. I personally don't, but they're very, very handy. And they're really good if you are new to this. But if you prefer the flavor of real, like traditional chocolate, there are some other steps for you. So you can either temper your chocolate, which I've tried so many times and I have failed. It's where you bring the chocolate up to a certain temperature, then cool it slightly, and then bring it up the temperature again, I think. And either way, it gives the chocolate that beautiful glossiness to it, and it makes it snap when you break it. When you melt chocolate, it gets untempered, so you have to retemper it every time that you melt it. So yeah, that takes a lot of effort. You can buy tempering machines if you really want to invest in it, but usually what I do at home if I want to actually use chocolate instead of candy melts is I just pop it in the fridge, and I store the lollipops in the fridge, and they will stay nice and firm while they're in the fridge, but they will soften a little bit at room temperature. So the candy melt option allows you to kind of handle it a little bit more, and they won't melt in transportation, and you can keep the room temperature. If you're using real chocolate, like just a chocolate bar that you get at the grocery store and melt down, you're going to want to keep it in the fridge, and keep it in the fridge until you give it to the person and then have them put it back in the fridge. So it's totally up to you, but those are the two differences. Okay, so today I decided to use candy melts because we have the cutest color. We are using pink candy melts today, and if you want to pick some up, I'll link them down below. Wilton makes a ton of them. This video isn't sponsored by them, but everything I use in this video is actually from Wilton. So all the products I use will be linked below if you want to pick them up. So I'm using pink and brown candy melts to get my desired effect, but again, you can use whatever you like. So first things first, you want to pop the candy melts or your chocolate, whatever you like. This is the same for either material, into a microwave-safe bowl, and microwave it at 30-second intervals, stirring each interval, and just keep going until it is fully melted. The reason why we melt them at 30-second intervals is so that you don't burn the chocolate or the candy melt. If you heat them too much, they can burn and they can get all lumpy. I remember someone commented saying that happened, and that's what happens. Chocolate can burn. It's really frustrating. So you just want to gradually heat it and melt it. Another tool that I have that has saved my life and changed everything for me is a little melting pot from Wilton. What it is basically your little silicone pot that you put in another little thing, and when you turn that on, it gently heats either the candy melts or the chocolate, and so it allows them to melt without burning it. So this is more of a fail-safe option if you want to use it, and if you're melting chocolate a lot of the time, get this. It's so much easier. Oh my goodness. So once your chocolate or candy melts have melted, pour them into any kind of mold that you like. So for lollipop sticks, you want to get the molds that have the little spot to put the lollipop stick. I'll link a couple down below for Valentine's Day, since Valentine's Day is coming up pretty soon. And then after they're in, grab a little lollipop stick. Again, these are also from Wilton, and just kind of swirl it in the chocolate a little so that you coat all sides of the tip of the lollipop stick, and then just set it into the little space it's supposed to be. Coating on all sides just makes it a little bit more secure, and so that when it's completely hardened, the lollipop stick will stay inside your lollipop. And now what you want to do is carefully transfer that to the fridge. Candy melts do set at room temperature, but they set even faster in the fridge, and they set a little bit firmer. If you're using pure chocolate, I usually put it in the freezer because it sets much quicker in the freezer. You can put it in the fridge, but you'll be waiting maybe like an hour or so, whereas the candy melts, it's like 15 minutes and then you're done. So then just unmold them, and you can get some more candy melts to do a little drizzle effect. I like that effect because it makes them look like chocolate truffles. I melted some brown candy melts, and I popped them into a piping bag and just snipped the end of the piping bag off. So that will create a really beautiful and consistent drizzle. Sometimes you can drizzle it with like a fork or a knife if you just dip it in your chocolate, but if you want it to look like more natural and professional and cleaner, and you want the drizzle to have kind of a consistent like weight to it, put it in a piping bag or a ziploc bag and just snip a little hole at the end. It will make your life so much easier. And then popped them back into the fridge for that layer to set. And we are done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to see you back here. And let me know if you have any requests for other future videos. I want to make whatever makes you guys happy, so let me know and I will make it. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for another Valentine's Day video. I'm making a Valentine's Day cake and it's so pretty, and we're actually using these lollipops in the cake to make it even more extra, so you definitely don't want to miss out. But yeah, I love you guys so much and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!